Magandang araw! Sama-sama tayong matuto sa Teacher Sal Learning Resource Channel.
Revised K-12 Curriculum Science 3 Quarter 2, Week 4. Our topic is all about characteristics of living things. Which one is living? Why? What can a real dog do that a toy cannot? A real dog can give birth to puppies, but a toy dog cannot. A real dog grows bigger as it gets older, but a toy dog does not. A real dog comes near you when cold, but a toy dog does not. By your answers, you have shown these characteristics that living things can do. What are these? Living things grow, respond, and reproduce. What have we noticed about the body parts of living things when they grow? Their body parts grow longer and bigger. Do you recognize any of these animals? Let's play a game. Which animal has this? A bird. What do birds use their beaks for? It is for eating and picking up food. Which animal has this? A cat. What do cats use their ears for? For hearing the surroundings. Which animal has this? A fish. What is the use of their tail fins? Their tail fins are for swimming. Now, let's explore more body parts of animals and see how they help animals move and find food. Can you touch your head? What do we use our head for? For thinking. Then, touch your feet. What do we use them for? For walking. Now, touch your back and your hands. Wave them. Let's think about animals. Do animals have heads? Yes. Can you name some animals that have a head? Carabao, horse, goat. How about feet? Do animals have feet? Yes. Can you name some animals that have feet? Frog, turtle, chicken. Today, we will explore the body parts of animals and learn what they are for. Observe carefully the following pictures to be shown on the screen. What can you say about the wings of an eagle? The wings are big. This is a Maya bird. Let's compare their wings. Which wing is wider? Correct, the eagle's wings are wider. We can also say that the wings of the eagle are broad. Look at the beak of the hummingbird. What can you say about its beak? What object does it remind you of? It looks like a stick. It looks like an ice pick. But look at the beak of duck. Does it look like a long stick? No. Which has a wider beak? The duck. Since you compare the hummingbird to a stick, we can say that the beak of the hummingbird is narrow. Let's use again pictures of birds' beaks to see if you understand the meaning of narrow. So between these two birds, the kingfisher and the toucan, which has a narrow beak? Correct. The toucan's beak is wide, but the kingfisher's beak is narrow. Today, after learning about characteristics of living things in the previous lesson, we will learn more about animals. We will be exploring animals around us and get to know their body parts. We will also describe and compare body parts of animals as well. As we compare body parts of animals, we will also discover the uses of these body parts. How do body parts of animals differ? Materials needed: pictures of dog, fish, toucan, hummingbird, horse, and turtle. Duration 25 minutes. Task 2 minutes. Observe these animals. Let us try to compare their body parts. Let us compare the fish and the dog. Here is the illustration for fish. And for dog. Look at the fish. What helps it move? Its fins. Look at the dog. What helps it walk? Legs. Look at these two birds. This is a toucan. This is a hummingbird. Which beak is long and thin? It's the hummingbird. Now, which bird has a big beak? The toucan. Which bird has a beak that is useful for sipping nectar? The hummingbird. Which bird has the big, strong beak for picking fruits? The toucan. Describe the shape and length of their legs. The legs of the turtle are round and short, but the horse legs are thin and long. Which of them can move or run faster? Horse. Does the length of their legs affect how fast they move? Yes. Why do you think the horse can run faster? Because it has long legs. How does the following animal move to get food? Complete the sentences using the choices. For the choices, body parts, fins, wings, legs, movement, walk, fly, swim, kind of food, flowers, grass, smaller fish. The fish uses its blank to blank and catch blank. The horse uses its blank to blank near a place where there is plenty of blank to eat. The bird uses its blank to blank where there are plenty of blank to get nectar from. Here are the answers. The fish uses its fins to swim and catch smaller fish. The horse uses its leg to walk near a place where there is plenty of grass to eat. The bird uses its wings to fly where there are plenty of flowers to get nectar from. Who has a long neck? Giraffe. Can everyone stretch your neck up high like a giraffe? Reach for the leaves. Who stays close to the ground? The turtle. Why does the giraffe need a long neck? To reach leaves in tall trees. Why does the turtle stay low? To find food like snails and insects on the ground. Animals have special body parts that help them get their food. Look at each animal. Choose from the choices the body part it uses to move, the body part it uses to get food, and the food it eats. The first one is done for you. Write your answers on the table. For the choices, body parts for getting food, beak, mouth, tongue. Body parts for movement, fins, wings, legs. For food, seeds, grass, insect. And small fish. Here is the table. Here are the correct answers. For goat, legs, mouth, grass. Shark, fins, small fish. Frog, legs, tongue, insects. Carabao, legs, mouth, grass. Write the letter of the correct answer. Frogs can leap very high. Which of the following best explains why they can do this movement? A. They have long and fat legs. They have long and thin legs. They have short and fat legs. They have short and thin legs. The correct answer is letter B. Which of the following best describes why the teeth of tigers can eat the flesh of animals they catch? Their teeth have rounded neds. Their teeth are sharp and pointed. Their teeth are chisel-like. Their teeth are rectangular. The correct answer is letter B. The wings of an eagle make it glide in the air by just spreading them wide. What kind of wings that The wings of an eagle make it glide in the air by just spreading them wide. What kind of wings does it use to make gliding possible? Long and narrow, short and narrow, long and broad, short and broad. Long and broad. What body part makes it possible for sea turtles to swim underwater? Long sharp claws, very large fins, long broad flippers, round short legs. The correct answer is C, long broad flippers. If a four-legged animal can eat leaves of trees without climbing, how should its body parts look to do this activity? Long neck, short legs. Long neck, long legs. Short neck, short legs. Short neck, long legs. You're right. The correct answer is letter B. For day 2. What animal do you think this is? It's a chicken. Now, how do these feet help the chicken find food? They help the chicken walk and scratch the ground to find food. What animal do you think this is? It's a butterfly. What body part of this butterfly? What body part of the butterfly is this? They are the wings of the butterfly. How can their wings help them in finding food? They can fly and search for flowers. What animal is this? It's a cat. How can its paws help it find food? The paws have claws that it can use to catch mice. It is also used for walking near food. What do you think this animal is? It's a tiger. How can its legs help it in finding food? It can walk or chase animals that it wants to eat. Have you ever watched a cat jump or a frog hop? What body parts do you think they use to move around? Are they the same or different? Do you think their legs and feet also help them when they look for food? Today, we will discover how animals use their legs and feet in special ways, not just to move, but also to gather food. Observe carefully the following pictures to be shown on the screen. How about you? Do you also have four limbs? Yes. What are your forelimbs? Are they your arms or your legs? They are my arms. So everybody, raise your forelimbs and shake them. If your arms are your forelimbs, what do you think are your hind limbs? Our legs are our hind limbs. So let us stand up and jump using your hind limbs. What do you notice? Is there something in the feet of the duck that you don't see in the chicken's feet? What is it? The fingers of the duck are connected, but in the chicken's feet, they are not. When we see this, we say that feet are webbed. Look at the fingers of your hands. Are they connected to each other? No. Are your hands webbed? No. Today, after comparing body parts of different animals in the previous lesson, we will learn more about the feet and legs of animals. Can you name some animals that have feet and legs? Dog, cat, lion, tiger, elephant, eagle, owl. What activities do animals use their legs more? Can you name some of these activities? These are running, walking, climbing, jumping. So for our lesson, we will be able to find out how their legs and feet play an important role in gathering food. Let's have activity 2. Why do animals have different feet and legs? Materials needed: YouTube videos or MP4 versions of YouTube videos for viewing offline. The duration of the activity is good for 25 minutes. Watch the videos of animals. Record your observations in your notebook. Here is the YouTube link for the first video. What do you notice about the duck's feet? They are webbed like flippers. How do those feet help it move? It can swim in water. How does swimming help the duck get food? It swims to catch food like plants and small animals in water. For video 2, kangaroo. Here is the YouTube link. Look at the kangaroo's legs. Which legs are longer, the forelimb or the hind limb? The hind limb. Why do you think they are big and strong? So it can jump far. How does jumping help it get food? It can travel far to find grass to eat. For video 3, cheetah. Here is the YouTube link. Describe the cheetah's legs. Are they long or short? They are long. How do long legs help it move? It can run very fast. Why does it need to run fast to get food? It chases animals to catch them for food. For video 4, eagle. Here is the YouTube link. Observe and describe the feet of the eagle. How will you describe its claws? How do its claws become useful when looking for food? The claws help grasp the animal while the eagle is flying. Now you have learned that animals move in a way that helps them find and catch food. Can you see how long its legs are? What do you think the ostrich can do with its long legs? It can run very fast. Why is it important for the ostrich to run fast? What could happen if it didn't run quickly? It could get caught by a dangerous animal. What if the ostrich can't find food nearby? How do you think it uses its legs to find food? It can travel long distances to find food. This is how the ostrich uses its long legs to move quickly, for protection, and to find food. Legs are essential for both movement and food gathering. Arrange the phrases to form a complete and meaningful statement. The shape and size of an animal's legs and feet help them move and find food. Here is the correct order. The shape and size of an animal's legs and feet help them move and find food. Select the letter of the correct answer. If an animal needs to run very fast to catch its prey, what kind of legs does it need? You're right. The correct answer is letter C, long and thin legs. If the animal needs its legs for moving fast in the water, what must its feet have? Very good. The correct answer is C, webbed feet. If an animal needs to climb a tree to get food, what must its feet have to do this activity? You're right. The correct answer is A, sharp claws. If an animal needs to leap very high, what kind of legs must it have? Very good. The correct answer is D, long and thin. If an animal needs to leap for movement and swim to get food, what must its legs and feet have to these activities? Very good. The correct answer is A, long legs, webbed feet. For day 3. In the previous lesson, we have learned more about animals' legs and feet. Just like us, we need to move around. For animals, movement is important because they need it to look for something they need. If they don't get it, they could die of hunger. What could be that need? They need food to live. Yes, animals need food just like us. In order to get their need, some animals need to search for food, so they need legs and feet to move around. But it is not enough that animals have the ability to find the food they need. They should also have the ability to pick food and eat their food. In order to do it, they must have the right mouth parts for the food they need to eat. So how familiar are you with animals' mouth parts? Let's have a guessing game. I will show you an animal's mouth parts and you will guess the animal having this mouth part. Frog's tongue and mouth. Can you guess this animal? What animal is it? It's a frog. From its mouth part, what do you think frogs eat? They eat insects. Can you guess the animal? What is it? It's a pelican. By just observing the beak, what do you think pelicans eat? They eat fish. Can you guess the animal from its beak? What animal is it? It's a parrot. Look at the beak of the parrot. What do you think parrots eat? They eat nuts and seeds. So in our activity, we will find out how these mouth parts are used. Have you ever watched how animals eat? Think about a bird, a dog, or even a fish. What do you notice about their mouths? Do they all look the same or do they look different? Why do you think their mouths are different? Could it be because they eat different kinds of food? Today, we will learn how animals' mouths are special and how they help them get their food. Observe carefully the following pictures to be shown on the screen. The bird has a large beak. Can you point on the screen the bird's beak? So what do you think does the word beak mean? It is the mouth of the bird. The frog was able to catch the fly using its tongue. Can you point on the screen where the tongue of the frog is? How about you? Do you have a tongue? Yes, everybody stick out your tongue, say ah, and let your tongue out. So do you know what a tongue is? Yes, where do we usually find the tongue? Inside the mouth. Did you notice something at the end of the frog's tongue? What is it? It is a fly. The tongue of the frog is said to be sticky. So, if the frog pulls its tongue, where will the fly go? It will go to its mouth and be eaten. So, if the frog's tongue is not sticky, will it be able to pull the fly to its mouth? No. What do we mean by sticky in Filipino? It is madikit. Today, after comparing the feet and legs of different animals in the previous lesson, we will learn more about the mouth parts of animals. For what activity are mouth parts used? Do you have any idea? For eating and picking food. So in our lesson, we will find out the different mouth parts of animals that you are familiar with. As we describe their mouth parts, we will find out how their mouth parts are related to the kind of food they eat. Let's have activity 3. Why do animals have different mouth parts? Here are the materials needed. Let us observe how the frog, the pelican, the parrot, and the cat get and eat their food. Record your observations in your notebook. Here is the first video. What do you notice about the frog's tongue? It is long. How does this long and sticky tongue helps the frog catch insects? It can reach and stick to insects without getting too close. The frog's tongue helps it catch food without getting near it. A pelican. Here is the YouTube link. Observe the pelican in the video. What do you notice on its beak? The beak is like a pouch. How does its beak help the pelican catch fish? The fish it catches gets inside the pouch of its beak. The pelican's beak can scoop the fish using its beak. For the next, parrot. Observe how the parrot eats a walnut. What do you notice on the parrot's beak? It is short and pointed. How was it able to eat the food inside the hard nutshell of the walnut? The parrot's beak can break the nutshell so it could eat the walnut inside. Next is cat. Observe the cat in the video. What do you notice on the cat's teeth? They are mostly sharp and pointed. How does the cat's teeth help the cat eat the fish? The sharp pointed teeth of the cat can tear the meat of the fish. The cat was able to eat the fish because its teeth can cut and tear the fish. So you can see animals' mouth parts are shaped in a certain way so they can catch and eat the food they need in order to live. Look at the teeth of horse and crocodile. Describe the teeth of the horse. It is round and flat. Describe the teeth of the crocodile. They are all pointed. Some animal teeth are round and flat, while others have sharp, pointed teeth. Teeth with rounded ends can grind and crush food, while sharp, pointed teeth can cut and tear food. What do horses eat? Grass. Do you think their teeth can be used for tearing and cutting animal meat? No. What do crocodiles eat? Do they eat plants or animals? Animals. Do you think the crocodile can eat grass using their sharp pointed teeth? No. Which type of teeth is most useful for eating grass? Teeth that are rounded and flat. Which type of teeth is most useful for eating meat? Sharp, pointed teeth. Complete the sentence by using the words below. Teeth, shape, eat. Let us now answer. The shape of an animal's teeth helps them eat the food they need. Let's complete the table on the screen. We will match the activity, which is food gathering, with the right mouth parts. The choices are found above the table. Here are the choices: picking fruits, catching insects, grinding plant food, tearing and cutting meat, scooping fish. Long sticky tongue, large long beaks, beaks with pouches, sharp pointed teeth, round flat teeth. Let's arrange the words to make a statement about animals' mouth parts. Food, catch, help, mouth parts, animals, eat. Here is the correct answer. Mouth parts help animals catch and eat food. Select the letter of the correct answer. A crocodile eats animals to survive. What kind of teeth does it need to eat its food? You're right. The correct answer is letter A, rounded and pointed teeth. A bird gets its food by making holes in the tree using its beak. What could be the shape of its beak to do this task? Very good. The correct answer is B. The beak must be short and pointed. If a bird needs to get nectar from the flower, how should its beak look in order to do this task? You're right. The correct answer is D. It should be long and narrow. An animal that eats both plants and animals has teeth that differ in shape. Which pair describes the shape of its teeth and their use? You're right, the correct answer is letter A. For day 4. In the previous lesson, we have learned how the different mouth parts of animals and how each mouth part is shaped in a way that helps the animal find and catch food. And since animals need movement in finding food, animals need body parts for movement. Some movement may require flying because their source of food may be found on trees, flowers, or animals that also fly. So what do you think this body part that animals need in order to fly? You're right, wings. So how familiar are you with animals with wings? Let's have a guessing game. Can you guess what animal this is? It's a bat. Can you guess what animals this is? It's a bat because they eat fruits from trees. How do these bats use their wings? They can fly and reach the fruits hanging on the trees. Can you guess this animal? It's a dragonfly. Dragonflies do not eat nectar from flowers, but eat other flying insects. How can their wings help them get its food? They fly to chase the flying insect. Observe the wings. Does this come from a bird, a bat, or an insect? It is from a bird. How did you know that it is from a bird? The wings have feathers. Insects and bats do not have feathers. Do you know that the falcon eats smaller birds as well? How can they use their wings if they eat smaller birds? They can chase after these birds so they can eat it. Can you demonstrate it with your arms how their wings move? Do you ever wonder why these animals have wings? Can flying help birds and other flying animals find food? We will be able to find these answers in our activity. Observe carefully the following pictures to be shown on the screen. Observe the eagle and its wings. When it flies with its wings spread wide, it is said to be soaring. So everybody, let's do soaring. Let's use our arms as wings when we soar. What you see is a helicopter, which is flying above the house. Was it moving forward? No. Was it moving backward? No. Yes, class. It just stays up there, not moving backward or forward. We say that helicopter is hovering. Do you know that birds can also hover? See how the hummingbird hovers over the flower. It does not move anywhere. It just stays in the air near the flower to get nectar. I have here a vase with a flower. If you were the hummingbird, how will you hover near this flower on the table? Can someone demonstrate it using your arms as your wings? What you see is a picture of a bird flapping its wings. How do the wings move? They move up and down. So everybody, let us demonstrate flapping using your arms as your wings. Are you ready? Today, after describing mouth parts of different animals in the previous lesson, we will now learn more about the wings of animals. Have you seen how birds fly? Yes. Can you describe the size or shape of the wings of these birds? Eagle, long and broad. Hummingbird, small. Falcon, long and pointed. Have you noticed something? The wings of the birds are not the same. So in our lesson, we will not only describe how their wings look, but we will also find out how their way of flying is important in getting food. How do birds' wings differ? Here are the materials needed. Philippine eagle. Look at its wings. What can you say about the wings of the eagle? It is long and broad. How would you describe the length of the wings? Is it long or short? It is long. How would you describe the width of its wings? Is it broad or narrow? Its wings are broad. Mimic the way the eagle flies using your arms as your wings. When an eagle soars, it has a wider view of the ground. So how can soaring help the eagle find food? The eagle will be able to see more animals on the ground and find more food while soaring. Falcon. Look at the falcon's wings. What do you notice? The falcon's wings are large. Which bird do you think flies faster, the eagle or the falcon? The falcon. Mimic the way a falcon uses its wings based on how you saw it in the video. How does flying fast help the falcon get its food? It can chase other birds by flying faster. Hummingbird. Observe the hummingbird. Compare the wings of the hummingbird with the wings of the eagle and the falcon. What can you say about its wings? They are smaller. Mimic the way a hummingbird flies. Just like a helicopter, a hummingbird can also hover in mid-air, not moving backward or forward. How can the hummingbird use its wings when getting nectar from flowers? It will hover near the flower while sipping the nectar from the flower. Aside from birds, there are also insects that fly. Do you know any of these insects? They are butterfly, dragonfly. Let's compare the wings of birds and insects. Look at the wings of the dragonfly and the falcon. How many wings does each animal have? The falcon has only 2 wings, but the dragonfly has 4. Look closely at their wings. Which has feathers? The falcon. Which has wings that look like a thin piece of paper? The dragonfly. If a falcon eats other birds, a dragonfly eats flying insects. How do the falcon and the dragonfly catch them while flying? They must fly faster to be able to catch them while flying. Let's compare the wings of the hummingbird and the butterfly. Which animal has very thin wings? It's the butterfly. Which animal has more wings? The butterfly. Which animal has feathers on their wings? The hummingbird. Both of them get nectar as their food. What kind of flying movement do you think they both do to get nectar? Do they soar, fly fast, or hover around the flower? They hover near the flower. Let's now complete the following statements by choosing the words or phrases below. Some flying animals need to blank. high so they can have a better view when looking for food. An example of this kind of animal is the blank. The answers are soar and eagle. Some flying animals need to blank near an object like a flower to get their food. One insect known to do this is the blank. Here are the correct answers: hover, butterfly. Some animals need to blank to chase other flying animals. The blank is an example of a bird that hunts flying animals. Fly very fast, falcon. How does a hummingbird's way of flying help it get nectar from a flower? When the hummingbird needs to suck the nectar from the flower, it must be able to hover in midair. Their wings are made to enable them to hover. How does the falcon's fast flying ability help catch animals that can also fly? It can chase animals and flying faster. How does the soaring ability of an eagle help it get food on the ground? By soaring high, the eagle can spot the prey more easily from a greater distance. You have learned that birds and other flying animals do not fly in the same way. Why do you think some birds need to soar? To get a better view when finding food on the ground. Why do some animals need to fly fast in order to hunt for food? To chase and catch other flying animals. Why do some birds and other flying insects need to hover? To get food from sources like flowers. If a hummingbird has a pair of broad and long wings, will it be able to hover near a flower? No. If an eagle has a pair of short and small wings, will it be able to soar high while looking for food? No. After learning more about the wings of animals, why is it important for birds and other animals to fly? Let's arrange these words to answer this question. Help them, food, and get, wings of, animals, move. Here is the correct answer. Wings of animals help them move and get food. Look on the screen, complete the paragraph posted on the blackboard by selecting from the choices above. Choices: food, hover, fly very fast, soar, size, shape. Wings of animals differ in blank, in and blank, therefore they also differ in the way they fly. Size, shape. Some birds can blank, like the eagle. Some animals blank to chase other flying animals, like the falcon and the dragonfly. Soar, fly very fast. Other animals just like blank in mid-air like the hummingbird and the butterfly. The way they fly also helps them in finding and getting blank. Hover, food. Select the letter of the correct answer. If the bird needs to look for food on the ground, what kind of wings does it need to fly without too much movement? You're right, the correct answer is letter A, long and broad. The falcon is also a bird that eats other birds. How can its wings be useful for chasing these birds? You're right. The correct answer is letter A, by flying fast. If a flying animal has to hover on one place when getting food, what kind of wings must it have to do this task? You're right. The correct answer is B, short and small wings. What body parts help the hummingbird get food from the flowers? You're right. The correct answer is C, wings and beak. What body parts help the eagle catch its prey as food? You're right. The correct answer is B, wings and claws.